up, good people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Anessa. If this is your first time here, thank you for tuning in. And if you've been part of the Big Hair Bandit game, welcome back. So in today's video, as you can see from the title, it's the Stevens Notebook. Since we're getting married this year, I thought it would be a good idea to share our story and how we met. So I have like a few questions here, well, several questions here. For us to talk about. So Josh will be joining us shortly, just about how we met, how did we know each other was the one, and when we became exclusive, and like all of that good stuff. So yeah, this should be entertaining, so stick around and listen to the entire video. Exactly. All right, so I'm back with Joshua and Jackson. Please ignore Jackson's attitude, because it is the absolute worst right now, and his smacking. Definitely ignore the smacking. You want to fight? So first up is how we met. I'm going to let Josh tell this story because he loves to tell this story and talk so much shit. And I'm not even going to try to interrupt him because he would definitely interrupt me about this story. So take it away.
It should be very easy. Reasoning why she likes me to tell it, because I tell the truth.
I don't like you to tell it. It's irritating when you tell it.
No, she says it's irritating, but it's factual.
Factuals.
We actually met at a poetry night because she thought I was okay, you can move back some. We met at a poetry night actually. I was invited by some friends to come out to a poetry night, and one of her friends, one of the people that invited me, she came with, and that's how we initially met. You know, I met her. I thought she was a very attractive, beautiful girl, and me being hospitable and nice, hey, offering a drink and introduction, and she said, I'm drinking drink. I gotta work out in the morning.
Which I did. I did work out in the morning.
She probably worked out. She probably did that just because she told me. But so night ended. It was a good night. I was interested to learn. Getting to know her. So happened the next day.
So that was a Friday night. The next day was Saturday.
Saturday, which is the annual Seersucker and Sundress party here in Orlando, hosted by of course the GOAT T Gaines, the promoting master out here, Rooted Accused.
Wow, you had to throw the hook in there?
Yeah, I got to. It's always a month. So we actually went out. I actually went out with a frat brother of mine to the...
a crazy frat brother of his, mind you.
Yeah, he's not that bad. We went out, went to the party, had a good time. And so after the party, we were hanging out at the exit. And I guess she spotted me. So I guess she went out of her way to get my attention to make sure that she said hi. I didn't see her, and she made sure. She was like, hey,
you doing the absolute most now. I didn't go out of my way. I was standing across from you.
She went out of her way. Like she wanted to make sure she got my attention. It's okay. It's all right. That's the thing is. But, it's okay. It's, women, it's okay to show interest in the guy. Guys do it all the time, so it's okay. I was already interested in her, so it kind of worked out. She came out and was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? Hung out, spoke. My frat brother came up and spoke and said hi, and and the kind of night went on, and we kind of met at one of the hot dog stands downtown, right? So I'm ordering my hot dog, chilling out. And then she comes, see me again. Ooh, that's that cute bearded guy. Let me come over, come hang out. And then she randomly just comes up and just leans on my back while I'm ordering me a sausage.
Because my feet were hurting.
But it was plenty of guys over there she could have leaned on.
I ain't know them guys. I mean, I ain't know you either.
Exactly.
But I had a conversation with you, and I have a conversation with the other guys.
she did. Yeah, so I guess she chose me. I guess you should say that. So, we got a little one.
We'll be right back. Okay, we're back in the house.
Had a little baby meltdown, but back to what I was saying. So I guess Jovan chose me out of all the surrounding males in the area to lean on her back. He leaned on my back at the hot dog stand. You know, her friend was like, "Hey, why you leaning that man back?" She's like, "I know him." She just met me.
It didn't matter. I knew you.
Yeah, she. It was the connection, you know. So, night ended. Days passed. Well, I think probably about a day or so. So I mean, hey, me. Obviously, I see.
They don't know you.
You know what I mean. So days pass. I see someone I'm interested in. I pursue. So I didn't stalk her. I ain't stalk her. I hit her up. She was friends with a friend of mine on Facebook. So I friend requested her. Messaged her. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. It was great meeting you at the party. 48 hours later, I'm like, yeah, nice to meet you too. Probably longer than that.
It might have been 72, honestly.
That was terrible. Like, hey, then 2-word response. Nice to meet you too. I said, yeah, I like to
nice to meet you too. That's 5 words.
Well, it don't matter. Come back. She responds, and hey, I like to, take you out, to go out. And she, 72 more hours later, she comes back and says, oh, I'll be busy for the next 2 weeks. And I said, yeah, cool. Because what I planned on doing was taking her to go see Infinity Wars, which didn't come out for 2 weeks. So I kind of
had plans. I was busy. Mm-hmm. I was booked and busy.
She had planned. Avoid me. That's what that was. Saying,
you and everybody
avoid
else.
her blessing. That's what she was doing.
Here we go.
Trying to avoid the blessing. She gave in, so back and forth, the 2 hours. She had about one more distant 1, 2, 3 word message to where she was gonna miss her blessing. Because I was just gonna nix. I really was, but she came around. I invited her to come over, and it was, I'm pretty sure she was uncomfortable. She was coming to the house to watch a movie, and
you jumped into the second date. It's a whole section for the second date. You jump into. We just talking about how we met, not our dates.
I'm not talking about a date.
You are. You said you invited me to the house.
Yeah.
That's the second date.
That was the second date.
That was the second date when I came to your house. Yes, it was.
When you came to the house and watched Girls Trip?
Yeah, that wasn't the second date?
No.
Oh, dang.
Wow, dude. Ain't that something? Wow.
I thought that was the second date. So that was before we went to see Infinity War?
Yeah, that was before. That was the very first time that we hung out.
Oh, wow.
And you watched Girls Trip at the house.
I didn't realize that.
You know what? I'm gonna let her lie. Go ahead. I'll let her carry on and see what she say. I'm eating, by the way. I'm on a trim diet. Trying to get ready to be fine for the wedding and stuff like that. But
why are you talking like that?
What?
Stuff like that.
I had stuff in my mouth. I don't want to have my mouth open. But I'll let her continue. I interrupt if she lies about something. But carry on, baby.
So I thought that was the second date. Okay, so that must have been in between the 2 weeks that I was busy. I guess I found some time to go to his house. So whatever. So I remember when I went to his house, I don't think I was really nervous, but so if you don't know me, and if you do, you know this, that I burp incredibly loud. Louder than most men. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, I'm probably gonna have to burp. And then I'm also incredibly silly and I laugh very ignorantly. Is that a word? Ignorantly? Anyway, I laugh very loud. So I was like, when he said, let's watch Girls Trip, I was like, oh boy, this is probably gonna be the first and last time me and him hang out. So we started watching it and I was really trying not to laugh like so loud, but I couldn't help it. So I was laughing loud and burping, and the first time I burped, I think I burped several times that night. Oh, the first time I burped, I looked at him and I was like, "You good? Like, we good?" And he was just like, yeah." He was so confused and didn't know what to say. But we ended up going to the movies to see Infinity War. So when he said that I was busy, I really was busy. Like, I was working at the boutique at the time. And then I was rehearsing for a fashion show at the time. And I think I was going camping soon within those 2 weeks. So I had stuff to do. And when I met him, I wasn't in the mind frame of meeting anybody or trying to give anybody my time. According to him, I had a roster. So I had to spread out my time between several people.
Yeah, people. See that?
I'm just kidding.
She just confirmed it.
I'm just kidding. But I really wasn't trying to get to know anybody like that. So when we first met, it was in April of 2018. So yeah, I really wasn't trying to dedicate any time to anybody like that. Not consistently. Like, obviously, how he said that I was responding, it would be like days in between when I would speak to him or respond to his messages. So anyway,
that's a whole blessing.
I'm your blessing too, so let's not.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
Yeah, but a whole blessing.
Hey, man.
Anyway.
I wasn't ignoring you. You was ignoring me.
Anyway, on to the next thing about this video of how we met, or the Stevens Notebook. So, when did we become exclusive?
I don't know. You tell me. You the one that.
So, what was that? This past Saturday, we was going to a cookout or an Easter egg hunt thing. So I asked him, because we have this joke, well, I joke with him, that he never asked me to be his girlfriend, because I asked him if it was like safe to say that we were exclusive. And he gonna ask me tell me, I don't remember saying that, I need proof. So of course, being a woman, I had receipts and screenshots to provide. So that was May 17th of 2018. I don't even think we had known each other for a whole month then when I asked him that. But I wasn't, I'm like, either you gonna be exclusive with me or you for the streets. Because I already thought he was a hoe. So, and I thought he was a hoe because the friend that I went to the poetry night with, where we first met, they were in this Facebook group, and I was in that group too, but I really didn't talk a lot. And it was this guy organized the group because he was a poet and he organized a lot of poetry nights, which is the one that we met at. So I didn't really want to talk to him because he would like say stuff or post pictures, and like all the girls would be like all over his comments, and I'm like, yeah, no thank you. So I thought he was a hoe. Or I noticed that he likes attention, which he still does. So yeah, I really wasn't trying to mess with nobody like that. And I had previously had a situationship with a dude who loved attention, so I wasn't trying to go back into that, and ended up, I mean, it's not in comparison anyway. So I wasn't trying to deal with that. Okay, Jackson. So we became exclusive. He never asked me to be his girlfriend until he asked me to be his wife, which was years later. I mean, obviously, I guess it doesn't matter is it retrospect? Is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it didn't matter, but it mattered. So when he did ask me to be his girlfriend, he put it on like a little note, and it said, "Will you be my girlfriend? Check yes or no." So yeah, he asked me to be his girlfriend before he asked the most important question. So
it should count, right?
It does count. It does.
Don't want me to be great.
Do you have anything else that you would like to add to that?
What should I add?
Never mind. The next question is...
Good idea. All right.
The next question is, did I want kids and did he want more kids? Because, as you know, Josh came with 2 children, praise the Lord, because that's 2 less kids that I had to have. So I have 2 bonus babies. But for me, I wanted kids, and when I met him, I was at the point where I was not ready, but I was okay with not having, I was going to go to a sperm bank and get somebody's sperm and have me a child. And I felt okay because with not having like the father figure or the daddy in the baby's life, because I have an amazing dad and really great brothers and uncles, so I knew that my baby wouldn't ever fill that void, maybe later on, like of having the daddy in the house. But as far as a man in their life, I knew that was well taken care of. But when I met him and got to know him and how he loved his kids and how much he took care of them and, you know, just treated them and stuff, I started thinking like, oh, maybe, you know, I could have a kid with this dude at some point. I wasn't thinking immediately. At some point, I thought that would be really. At some point, I thought that I would want to have children with him. So it grew on me as I got to know him and watch him take care of the bonus kids.
Like I said, blessings.
So, did you want to have more kids?
I mean, I was kind of like either or. She didn't. I was cool. As I mentioned, she mentioned I have 2 already. So, it wasn't a big thing. But, you know, in my mind, I wouldn't have mind because I had some things that I missed in my other kids' lives that honestly I wanted us to also be able to have a special moment of creation that we could share together. So, of course, his little blessing is here. He's being quiet now, but he's a little turd. But hey,
listen, they know Jackson. This Jackson.
He's a tremendous. He's a tremendous blessing / asshole, all in one. And I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for her and him every day, because she is a blessing to me.
Now you want to say it.
And
15 minutes into the video.
I have no doubt about that by any means. And you know, I clown around, but she's amazing to me, and I try my best to express that every day.
So speaking of that, let's talk about our love languages. Okay. What is my love language? Or languages?
Jovan Anessa Johnson.
Why you gotta say my whole name?
I don't know. It's about to change for one. Yeah. So Anessa, Jovan, however she want to go right now. She has multiple love languages. I mean,
ain't nobody talking about my name. We talking about love languages.
Jovan Anessa Johnson, like I said, has multiple love languages. Anything from working out. She loves photography.
That's not my love language.
Huh?
I'm talking about like words of affirmation, gifts.
Can you let me finish?
Like,
you see what I'm talking about? There's a variety of different things. That's also part of it too. She has a lot of things. She's a motivational person, very driven. She gets in independent mode a lot of times. You know, that's, you know, it's kind of part of it. But she has a variety of different love languages with personality, music, a lot of jazz, you know, things like that. Think that are huge when she's in her mode or beast mode. She's very driven with working out. That is also huge for her as well. And she's like obsessed with coffee, which I wasn't a big coffee person until we met and started drinking coffee a lot more. But you know, I would say just love languages between us is honestly just, I know she loves to laugh. She's silly, and she talks about her laugh. It was actually one of the most attractive things I saw about. I thought it was just the cutest thing in the world. Her laugh just it grew on me instantly, and I was done after that. Like it was everything about her, but it was her. It was a laugh that really got me. Even though she thought it was gonna run me off, it actually brought me closer to her, and she surprisingly didn't know that did, but it really did. The burps were like, it caught me left. I was like, what the
I had to check with her, like, man, you all right? Like, you got gas? You know, I'm thinking she about to let it go out the other hole. I'm like, I don't know, but Jesus. But, yeah, man, I mean, I believe those is a variety of different things that, that makes a combination of our love languages, to be honest. You know, or hers. She has a variety of different things. She's a very positive person. You know, smile is everything in communications, but, a lot of things that we gel with. Anything you want to add to that, ma'am?
Yeah, but like I know your like love languages is like words of affirmation and like gifts of service. And then I think for both of us, a really big one is like time. So I think that we both do those, like all of those really well. Sometimes not as often as we should, but I know that's like a work in progress with that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
About normal.
For that. So let's see what else is on here. Obviously, he was interested first because he slid in my DM.
I'm the only one that just said something.
My Facebook Messenger. Okay, I wouldn't say that I wasn't interested. I was attracted to him, but as far as interest goes, I had to have more than one conversation with him and see him multiple times to decide if I was like interested in going further than messages or like drinks.
She wanted to make sure her assumption wasn't correct. So she wanted to make sure I wasn't a hoe. That's what that's saying indirectly.
Whatever.
Oh, let me make sure he's not a hoe. I guess he found out, huh?
I guess.
Is that something? I just want to be thinking we hoes, man. Crazy, huh?
So, how did you know I was the one?
After you burped? No. How did I know she was the one? I don't know. I mean, it's more of a feeling than a description, to be honest. I think our combination on how I think the first time we went out and we hung out amongst each other and just had a really good time. It was a couple of times we went out and went downtown and just literally just me and her went downtown, had a really good time amongst ourselves without anyone else. And I never had that. And I think between that and our ability to communicate was huge for me. Somebody will understand and things that I went through in my past, and she, empathized on that as well. But I think our communication was huge. So I would say, I think after our second date, it was just like,
God dang, you knew that.
I was at the point to where I was very serious. So she didn't know it yet, she still was in I think I'm a hoe, But, I really wasn't out there to be, out here having a multiple team of women like that. I didn't live the younger life. I wasn't out here looking for it, but hey, if a blessing stumbled upon me, I wasn't gonna allow it to pass me up.
Hello.
I'm talking about Jackson, bro.
It's me. I'm the blessing that he stumbled upon.
Yeah, that she almost missed out on hers. So. But I think that was the biggest thing that really did it for me. I couldn't tell her that early, but our vibes are everything between some people, and honestly, it comes down to that, man. When you know, you just had that feeling, and you're like, damn, this is something that I never felt or had before, and it's pretty dope. And you definitely want to learn more about it, but it was definitely you never know for sure, but you know that you want to, you want to continue to pursue it to see where it goes. And but everything or everyone doesn't give you that feeling to where you want to continue down that path. So she passed the test. So
clearly.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the biggest thing with me that made me realize like he was the one was being able to be myself. What was that? Was being able to be myself like 100% around him. Like the same way that I act around my friends is literally the same way that I act around him. And the moment I realized that is when I knew he was the one, because I feel like there's nothing dang, having a hard time with that chicken.
Hey man, thing tight. I cooked it though. Good.
There's for me, there's like the best feeling. One of the best feelings in a relationship is to like be able to just truly be yourself wholeheartedly and not have to like hide back on who you truly are. And that's with like the good stuff and really the bad stuff. Because I know for me, I have when I get mad, I have a really bad attitude. And I think the moment he saw that, I was like, oh, well, this is probably over with. But for someone to be able to accept you how you really are, but also try to help you change like your bad habits or learn to communicate better, even when you're upset in the heat of the moment, I think that's when I realized like, okay, this guy could actually be more than just my boyfriend. And then my everybody that I took him around like absolutely loved him. And I never really took a lot of guys home. And I wouldn't say a lot of guys met my mom, but some guys have met my mom, and she loves everybody because she just loves everybody. That's just who she is. But when my brothers had more than a 5-minute conversation with him, I was like, oh, homeboy might be it, because my brothers do not like one of them, he talks to everybody, but the other one, he do not talk to everybody. He'll say hey sometime, if that, but if he strikes up a conversation with you, then it's golden. And my daddy too. My daddy really don't talk to people. He really don't talk to a lot of people in our family. So when he started asking about Josh and started holding conversations with Josh when I wasn't around, I was like, oh, okay, well, this might be it. So it was like me feeling like I could spend the rest of my life with him, and then, you know, my family confirming that, you know, he fits in and they love him too. That that was a winner for me. So yeah.
Blessings. See, about to miss out on it. You don't know it.
They heard you the first time.
Yeah, I'm just reiterating. That's all.
Anyway, so we got engaged at our baby shower for Jackson, which is so funny because I had no idea, literally no idea that he was proposing. And it's so funny because the week of the baby shower, I think it was like the baby shower was on Saturday. The day that I thought about us getting married or him proposing was, when was that? I think it was like a Wednesday or Thursday. Like I had a random thought, like, dang, I wonder if we ever going to get engaged. And we had been together for over 2 years then?
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, we was together for 2 years then. And not that I wanted him to rush, because that's a huge decision to make. So it wasn't that I wanted him to rush. We had plenty of conversations about us getting engaged before and getting married. So it wasn't like it wasn't something that we both didn't want. It was just a matter of when he was going to do it. And just the woman in me was like, all right, dude, like, what you waiting for? Hello? Like, we both love each other. What are we doing? So when he actually proposed, so long time ago, next month will be like together for 4 years. So when we first met, I don't know why, it hadn't even been like 90 days, I don't think, that we had known each other. But I told him, I was like, if we ever get engaged, I want you to propose to me with a ring pop. Why I'm telling this dude this within 90 days, I don't know. I guess I knew then that we was going to get married. But I told him, I don't care what size the ring is, like the ring that I have to wear every day, which I really don't, but it's nice. It is nice. Anyway, I really didn't care about the size of the ring. I just really wanted a ring pop. I don't know why. For some reason, like in my head, I thought being proposed to with a ring pop would be like the cutest thing ever. So I told him that within 90 days in 2018, and then in 2020, he still remembered that, and that's how he proposed. And my dumb behind being pregnant, not realizing what he doing. So I was going through the gifts, and it was like so much tissue paper in this bag, and I'm like, who in the hell put all this tissue paper in this bag? So I'm going through the tissue paper, and there was, I think, a card in there, and I was like, I'll read the card later. And then I saw a ring pop, and I was like, oh, I'll eat that later. So then he's just like, oh my God, this is like an epic fail. She don't even know what she don't even know what the ring pop is for. I literally didn't realize what he was doing until he was like right in front of me. He got up and walked around because we were sitting side by side, opening the gifts. So he had got up, and I like saw him walking in front of me, and then I started like hyperventilating and screaming. I'll see if I can find a video that my friend did and add it to the end of this video. So yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh, a ring pop. I'll eat this later.
Yes.
Really? For real? Like you don't see like yeah. Sit down. I was like
so nonchalant, like it was so funny afterwards. But yeah, he had got down on one knee and everything, and had even asked my parents and my brothers like earlier that year if he could marry me. So I thought that was so sweet that he had did all of that stuff. I'm not like a huge traditional person, but that made me happy to know that he, went through all those steps, even to ask my brothers, because they're important to me and I'm really close with my brothers. So it was sweet that he knows that and, went that far to ask them. He didn't have to, but I thought that was so sweet that he did that. And one of my brothers was like, you sure you want to marry her big head ass? Like, he's such a jackass. But yeah, so that was so sweet and thoughtful. And then there was like so many people there. So I was happy that a lot of people got to be there to witness that big part of our relationship, other than us having a baby together. So yeah, that was the engagement.
Blessings. That's how it goes. Hey man,
What else?
A lot of it just really kind of spoke for itself, man. Fairy tales came, and the story. The story continues. It's a lot of phenomenal things that we continue to establish together. Obviously, I want this little badass blessing here, being quiet finally.
He's not bad, he's active.
Same thing. I believe he's a COVID baby, so
right.
So he was born on December 4th in 2021.
21?
I'm joking, I'm playing. I just want to see if you're going to say something.
I was about to say, what kid you talk about?
So 2020, 16-month-old baby boy. But to mention, I can say
Did
that...
you say 2016?
No. Her ears don't. She was talking about music turning real. But I would say, our combination is meant and is genuine. And she's a tremendous blessing to me. And all I do is take pride in continuing to provide for her and our kids and taking care of them and just putting a smile on her face and their faces as a man. And as I say all the time, I've never been more excited to marry the woman of my dreams. And I'm thankful for her and her family for accepting me. I've been in Florida a lot of times. Besides my brother, I've been here, my frat brothers, my LBs. I've been a very independent person, so I didn't really have no family before. I do have some other, close friends and family, but it was a lot of time while I was by myself. So to have moved here from Texas and have external family to, accept me, it really does mean a lot. Really a lot to me. And honestly, I'm just blessed and thankful to just continue writing this story and this thing called life. And, many blessings to come. And, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I wanted to share that. I really don't want to share this, but I lost my first engagement ring. I cried for like weeks. I'm still hoping that it shows up. But I got a new one. I'll put a picture up here of the new one. Or actually, at the video, he proposed again. He called my mom and everything.
See blessings here? And once you tell somebody else that they will get another one.
Yeah. And so many people have said that it was going to whoop me if I lose this one. I'm not going to lose this one. But yeah. It's been 6 people that said that it was going to beat me if I lose this one. So yeah, that was sad. And then the crazy thing about it is I misplaced it. I'm going to say misplaced it. I misplaced it on the day that we were engaged for a year. How the hell did that happen? I don't even understand. So yeah, that.
Ain't that something?
It is. But yeah, that is our story of the Stevens Notebook. It is to be continued until the wedding day in November.
Plenty to come. Thank y'all for taking the time out for hearing our story. More to write, more to come. So thank y'all and enjoy this beautiful union that's about to happen. It's about to be lit, though, boy.
Okay. You can tell them to don't forget to subscribe and comment and like.
Yes. So I don't know. Don't forget to subscribe. Or don't forget to follow my baby. Okay. The Big Hair Bandit. IG, Instagram. I think it's the same on YouTube. Please subscribe for her page, The Big Hair Bandit. The Big Hair Bandit on YouTube, as well as her channel. By all means, follow, share, and enjoy. Hey man, watch greatness happen by doing so. Just by doing a simple thing is clicking the follow button, as well as the subscribe button. So do so. Thank y'all again. God bless you and good night. Well, during the day, but you know what I mean.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah, y'all understand something about us, boy. This is Squad Steve Squad.
Oh, he need the mic.
I'm beyond happy and I'm beyond blessed.
Oh.
My life. Your family has accepted me. You accepted me for all of my imperfections. And I am blessed and thankful for it. So, in short, Javon Leslie Johnson, will you marry me?
Oh!
for it.
What?
Are we what?
What you doing?
Wait.
You videoing me, ain't you?
No, I'm videoing Longhorn. Do you see it?
What you doing? Proposing to her all over again?
Giovanna Nessa Johnson, will you marry me?
Yes.
You see that? She said no.
Slap the shit out of her.
Ooh.
Give her a Will Smith. Slap the shit out of her.
That's intense, mother. That is very intense.
You said no, Siobhan.
No, I didn't say no, Ma.
What's this? Oh my God. Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
What do you think,
Don't give
Jackson?
it to her. Don't give it to her, Longhorn.
I should, right?
Oh, that's so sweet.
God damn! Woo-wee. Bruh.
Put this video up.
Sunday.
If you lose this ring, I'm gonna bust your ass.
I don't think you want people to see this video.
I'm just joking. I'm playing. I'm not Will Smithing her.